spring light falls into winter night. Hold on, our summer isn't gone. And to think
Super crazy. Oh god, too loud. Too loud. Too freaking. Oh, I don't like this song. Alright. Cause I'm epic like that.
Goose, it's homework time.
No, it isn't.
It's homework time.
No.
Yes.
No!
It's homework time. Come on.
No, no, no.
Stop this. Let's
No,
go.
no. What kind of homework?
ASAP. Reading. Let's
No,
go.
I don't like reading. Too bad.
I'm going to count to 3. And then I'm going to take everything away. 1, 2. That's what I thought. Okay. Hi YouTube, once again it is Miss That Was Easy. So I know that 90% of parents go through this when they are doing homework with their kids. They tell them it's time to do homework and the famous expression of comes on. Okay. You know what? It doesn't matter if your kid is good at school, not good at school. The response is usually always the same. So here I want to give you a tip for reading. My son, who is not a reader, and I am a huge reader, I read 40 books last year, and if it wasn't for what was going on in work, I would have read my goal of 70. My son does not like to read, and there are plenty of moms, dads who work all day long, and they're tired when they come home. They have to cook. I don't have to cook, so I will not put claim to that, which is why it's easier for me to do with my son what I do. When I come home, I do come home tired. But here's the part about reading, and I got this tip not only from my mother, but I have met couples who do the same thing and say how important it is. Read with your kid. You know, I mean, it's so important, especially for the ones that don't like to read. Read to them. It doesn't matter what age they are. Read to them as well, because if they see you reading, they want to read.
Before you say anything else, I got a thing of the day. Read this. Try to read that. I will put it in the screen long enough. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
You can't even read it.
Okay, as you can see, I've become too much of the fun mom because he does enjoy being with me, and this is why I'm giving you these tips. It's very important to do this with your kids. So here's the thing: if you're a mom or dad who comes home and has to cook and has to do a million other things, do this. When you're in the kitchen, have them sit with you. Have them read it to you. Okay?
Or you can buy them an ebook.
No, you cannot buy them an ebook.
Yeah.
Take turns. You know, if your kid is old enough like my son to do things in the kitchen, then when he's doing something that you're instructing to, read a little bit to him. It will make it more enjoyable. Also, talk to your librarian. She will tell you the good books. You know, my librarian recommended this book, Gregor the Overlander, and I thought it was a boy's book. It was written by Suzanne Collins, same lady as Hunger Games. And it's a world overtaken by bats and roaches and rats.
That's not what it's
Oh,
about.
excuse me, it's the underworld.
It's basically about a kid who falls through something, I'm not good, no spoiler alerts, and goes into a place called the Underland, and there's giant bats, giant roaches.
See, and this is a kid who does not like to read. I started this as a part of a book club that he was not a part of, and we have been reading this together. We take turns. The other part, when they do homework and they have to do writing, you know, a good part is talk to your teacher, ask what she expects from them, what she expects in their writing. And then my son, he's very smart, so he knows I use a lot of reverse psychology, but I give him a lot of incentive to say, hey, your teacher wants these 5 things. Pick 2 of them and give them to me when you're writing, okay? And his teacher actually gives you a guideline that tells you these are the things that I expect when they're writing. Now, she doesn't expect them to do all of this, but I say, listen, here's your challenge. Pick 2, okay? And again, you can do this in the kitchen. You can do this. I
In
mean,
the
if you're
bathroom.
folding laundry, whatever you have to do it with them, because they may not like reading, and I don't think he'll ever really get into it like I do, but he pays attention to it, and he can retain the story, and he can write about the story, and that's what's important, and the quality time. Who knows when he grows up? Maybe he will like books just as much
Even
as I
if
do.
you're sitting on the toilet.
Not sitting on the toilet. So that is my advice on reading with your child at night. You know, even doing homework at night with them. Find a way, even if it's 15 minutes, that you are reading with them, because it makes it all the difference. It makes it so much more important to them. They see that you care, and they want to do it. They want to do it to impress you. That was another little tip from Mrs. That Was Easy. I look forward to your comments in the bottom. Thanks. See you later.